Welcome back to another video. So today's going to be a little different. I've been doing a lot of thinking about the direction in which my channel is going. And I found that I'm starting to fall into the trend of I'm heathen, I can't have any other interests. It has to be specifically heathenry. And that's a problem, because regardless of your faith or your beliefs, you're allowed to have other interests. I have many. I enjoy sitting around playing video games or reading comic books or, playing golf. I'm a more generic human being than I care to admit, but I have fallen into that trend of I cannot have any other interests. I have to be specifically heathenry, and that is a problem. I never intended for that, but that's kind of what happens when you name your channel something specifically heathen. Keep sliding around. My chair's moving. It has rained all morning and the wind is blowing outside, so I'm having to do the video in the house. So speaking of golf, there's my golf bag. I'm actually gonna go golfing again. Anyway, that's besides the point. So I'm gonna start taking my channel in a different direction. I'm getting something tomorrow that I'm going to start creating new content with. I don't know if it's going to be on this channel or I'm going to create a new channel for. But it's something that I've enjoyed anytime I've got to do it. But now I'm at the point in my life where I can afford to do it and get it myself, and have it at my house. So I'm going to do that. It's a VR setup. So I'm going to start doing VR. I don't know if I'll do it here. I'm thinking about creating a new channel for that. And continuing my heathen stuff, but I still want to branch this one out and make it a little more entertaining, a little more fun for everyone. It has become very tedious to come up with new topics for videos that are specifically heathenry when I have a plethora of other interests that I would like to share. And the whole point of this was to invite you into my life and share my thoughts and my concepts with you. But we'll see what happens. It's probably going to be a couple of weeks before I start recording the VR stuff. I've got to get used to it again. I haven't done it in years. First time I played it was the VR on the PlayStation 4. So it's been a while. Right when they first did the VR for PlayStation 4. So it has been several years since I have done it. So we're going to see where it goes. I can't promise anything, but I'm excited to figure it out. I know it's odd. I don't have my beard in my normal ponytail. I've had it in there for too long, and my beard is starting to take the shape of the hair ties. So I'm letting it fall out a little bit. So with that, let's move on to the actual purpose of the video. So things have come up in my neck of the woods up here that have become... they're tainting the image of heathens. And I want to talk about something that was a big, I was part of an organization, and one of the big things in there was the armoring, right? Now, I don't know if you've really noticed, but this armoring is not the armoring I'm wearing in the previous videos. There's a reason for that. So when I was part of that group, this is the one that they gave me. Okay. And it was an oath ring, is what it is, essentially what it worked as. And I'll admit I broke that oath that I made on this ring. But I also felt like I was being stifled, and my path in the web was sending me somewhere else, and I needed to follow that and become better for it. Now, there are two theories as to what these actually were for. Now, there is proof that the Vikings wore these, but what were their true intention? Were they an oath ring? That is the most prominent theory in the world, is that they were an oath ring. They were given to the raiders and the sailors as a form of loyalty. It was a way to swear your loyalty to your chieftain and your tribe. Now, that is very possible that is the original purpose of them, but there's also the idea that the Vikings used the bullion system. That's why they brought back gold and silver and stuff, because these were originally made out of silver. The original ones of these were made out of silver. Well, the theory is that you take, when the raiders would go out and the sailors would go out, when they needed supplies at a distant port, they could like break off a piece of silver and use it to buy their supplies, so they made it home. It's really up to you how you want to feel about that. I can't tell you whether you're wrong or right. I can't, because I see it my own way. I like to think it was a little bit of both. Back then, it was a way for you to show your loyalty to your tribe by always guaranteeing you could come back, that you could afford the supplies you needed to come back. So there's that. The one I'm wearing is, I make my oaths to the gods and myself. I'm not part of a kindred anymore. I haven't been part of a kindred for a while. But the reason I'm not wearing this one anymore is because there's too many bad memories behind it. My previous kindred, I loved them to death, and I do miss them, but I needed to move on, and a way to move on was to remove this and get one of my own. This was a gift. I needed something that was mine. So this will never be given to anyone or worn again. This is going to go away for a while. But that was the purpose of the arm rings. Those were the two original purposes, and what the theories are as to why. Now, what you make of an arm ring is your own interpretation. It's your own view, and you have every right to have your own view. No one can really tell you otherwise. If they do, they're naive and ignorant. But why do we wear them now? Especially those who don't have a kindred or a group of people to swear fealty or loyalty to. Well, that's pretty easy. At least in my perspective, that's pretty easy. Like I said, I make my oaths to myself and the gods, because the gods to me are that's a much bigger oath. I make the oath to honor my gods and to teach people about our faith and to show that heathens are not terrible, terrible people. There are some of us out there that are rough, but it's not for me to judge them. I wouldn't want them judging me, so I'm not going to judge them. But that's why I wear mine. Mine is specifically for my oaths to the gods and to myself. I make myself an oath. Like what I was talking about before about how I'm going to do some VR stuff. It's something I enjoy. It's something that means a lot to me. So I am going to do something with it. I'm not the most entertaining person in the world, but I do seem to entertain some people. So I figure that's pretty good. I can live with that. But given what I do here with this channel and with my writing and stuff, I like to think that I honor my oaths to the gods and to myself by achieving my goals and ambitions and not letting people stand in my way. So let me tell you a little bit about my mindset on this subject. Anyway, I've made myself an oath to the gods that I will pursue my goals and dreams, because too many years have I spent under someone else's thumb, in the workplace, among peers, and I choose to follow my own dreams and ambitions because it's my turn. It's my turn. I've helped so many people to become better. And now it's my turn. I know that it sounds selfish, but it's a real thing. It's a real thing. You have to take care of yourself. You have to do what you want and need to do to better yourself. Fortunately for me, I have a wife that is so supportive. She truly looks out for my best interests. She really does. And I love her for that. I really do. And I've got kids that are just great, that are going to go far. And that helps drive me. That helps push me to follow my passions. Like, I love to make these videos. I love to write. But I have all these other interests, all these other ideas and things that I want to share with you and share with everybody else. And the support system I have isn't great. Not counting my family and my friends. But my immediate family that my wife and my kids, they're extremely supportive. My oldest son is incredibly supportive. He's 7 years old, and that kid pushes me to be so much better. But you've got to follow your passions and your goals and what you want out of life. Otherwise, what's the point? The point of life is to better yourself. And if you can better those around you, that's fantastic too. But that's what this is for, is a constant reminder of the promises you make. I am going to achieve my goal of writing a 3rd book. That is my promise, my oath to myself. That's what this is, a constant reminder of my goal. That's how I see an oath ring, or an arm ring. That's how I see it. It's a way for me to remind myself daily what I'm trying to accomplish and that I can do it. So that's where I stand. Now that I've talked about that, I'm going to do a little bit of self-promotion. Hold on. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to prepare before the video. Now, I've shown my first book, but this is my second book. It's called Chasing the Chariot. I know I've talked about it before, but this is my author's copy. This is a book on paganism. If you've watched my other videos, I've talked about it. So, I'm going to put the link for both books down in the description. You can check it out. If you can actually download a free sample of the ebook for both of these. So feel free to check it out. I would appreciate it. It would mean a lot to me. Now, for the current book I'm working on, it is a fiction story instead of nonfiction. I'm trying my hand at a little sci-fi thriller here, but this is what I have so far. It is, right now I'm only at about 56 pages, and it's coming along nicely. I've hit a bit of a wall in it, to be honest, because you don't want it to be over too soon. I want it to be a minimum of 100 pages, so I've got a ways to go. But it's getting there. It'll take me a couple months to finish. But I've also got to get somebody to draw me a cover for it. And I don't, because I can't draw. Cannot. I can draw runes, but I can't draw anything else. Come out with people with wonky eyes, be terrible. But that's where I'm going. So just an update on that. And remember, I'm going to start taking this channel in a different direction. Sort of an everyday heathenry kind of a thing, where it's my interests mixed with a little bit of heathenry. I don't know how it'll go, but we're going to try it. And then I'm going to start doing the VR stuff, either on this channel or a different channel. I've got to come up with a name. But we'll figure that out as we go. But that's all I have today. So hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Subscribe if you're not. Like this video and share this video. Let's bring in some more heathens, some more people. That'd be great. But you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next video.